You know, I've had people ask me, hey Rob, when it comes to a traffic pattern, like a transition area like this, coming out of a kitchen, down a hall, in front of a sofa and stuff like that, what's the best way to clean it? And also, is it better to increase the dilution of your pre-spray, or is it better just to put more pre-spray volume down? Well, my answer is, think about this. If you're going to wash your hands and they're real greasy, okay, more greasy than normal, would you just put a little drop of detergent on there and then go ahead and rinse them off and try to clean it? No, you're going to put more detergent on there. So more concentration is definitely going to help. Because no matter how much water you use, it's not going to make a difference unless you have enough concentration of product to really get down in there and take care of the problem. However, if you overwet the carpet, then you've got some other issues. You're going to push it down into the backing, and then you're going to have some overwetting issues. It's going to dry slow, and that's going to compound your problem too. It might just brown and wick out on you, and it's going to look worse than it did in the first place. So I think the best solution is a little bit of both. Up your concentration of your pre-spray, okay, and then put a little bit more volume down. By the way, I like to keep 2 rinse tanks on my truck instead of just 1. I'll keep one for an alkaline, and I'll keep another one for acidic. Why is that? Well, I like the alkaline for trash carpets, especially polyesters, and also those super oily. That way it'll help cut those traffic patterns and really get that carpet nice and clean. It gives me that 1-2 punch. On the other one, I'll keep an acidic. I keep that for regular soil. I keep that for urine and those super stinkies. Does a great job. All I do basically is take the hose, flip it from one side to the other side, and I match it to the corresponding job. And you can do the same thing. By the way, check out our rinses if you haven't had a chance at tmfshop.net. We have Ultimate Fiber Rinse, which is acidic, one of our most popular products. We have an alkaline and liquid, which is $4.99. One of my favorites here is Black Label Rinse, and then we have another alkaline and another acidic. We got every type of rinse to match the job that you're working for, and they're premium products. Go ahead and pre-agitate it like normal, all right? Go ahead and clean it one time. Clean all the carpets. If it turns out it looks great, hey, fantastic, more power to you. But if it doesn't look better, what you could do instead is maybe just take a 2-quart sprayer, all right, and increase the size of the droplets. All right, go ahead and mix up some pre-spray inside there. Increase the size of the droplets. Go ahead and put maybe a scoop or 2 inside of here. I'd say maybe just 1 scoop. Spray it back down. It's kind of like washing your hands twice. Your hands come cleaner if you wash them twice, right? So you add a little bit more of this product. Then you go ahead and re-agitate. And then you go ahead and maybe let it dwell if you want to a little bit. Go ahead and clean it, and that should take care of it. However, I would go one step further. I would go ahead and definitely post-bond it on those, especially on polyesters or some really, really dirty, nasty homes with super heavy soil levels. Unless you want to take the time there, really rinse it well, really dry it well, and I would also set up an air mover. So you want to speed dry it fast as possible. You like to post-bond it. You want to agitate it good. You want to increase the volume of your pre-spray just slightly. And you want to increase the size of your droplets if you want to, and maybe just a little bit more volume. But it's up to you as the professional to decide what is best. If it's a nylon carpet, you probably don't have to do all this because it comes clean pretty easy, right? But if it comes to a polyester, an olefin, or polypropylene, well then you're going to have a problem. And that problem is it has an affinity for oils, grabs a hold of oils, holds it onto that fiber. So you need some more bite. And how do you get more bite? By upping your concentration a little bit and putting a little bit bigger droplets down on there. But like I said, that should be your backup. So first and foremost, up your concentration slightly. Nothing wrong with putting another scoop or 2 inside of your hydroforce. Go ahead and spray it out. Agitate it. Clean it with your wand or rotary or whatever you're using. Post-bond it, put an air mover on there, and that should take care of it. However, if it doesn't, there's nothing wrong with hitting it a second time with a little stronger bite and a little bit larger droplets. Just adjust your fan accordingly. Go with that larger fan, hit it again. Now what if it still looks a little bit gray? And what I've noticed when it comes to polyesters is on your cameras, it picks it up differently than the naked eye. Generally it looks great to the naked eye, but on the camera it doesn't. If you're loading it up in your House Call Pro and you're having a before and after, you might want to let the customers know that it looks actually better in real life than it does on the camera, or adjust the camera if you need to kind of match the eyesight afterwards. But just remember, it might even be wear and tear too, because you got to think about it. Your carpet's wove like this, and they're tracking in sand and grit. If you had sand and grit, the bottom of your fingers did that, what would happen? It would cut your fingers up. So likewise, it cuts up the traffic patterns a little bit, and that causes it to gray out because it doesn't reflect or refract light properly anymore. Some guys will actually take and go get a piece of nylon or polyester hose, put about 3 or 4 inches, and they'll scratch it up a little bit in one area there. And then they'll have it in their pocket, they'll pull it out of the pocket, show it to the client afterwards. That's the worst case scenario. You show it to them and say, look, you notice here how it's dull? Well, that's what's happening in this traffic patterns. That's why, Mrs. Jones, it's important to have your carpets cleaned at least every 6 months to a year is what we recommend, depending on how many kids you have, how many pets, how many traffic, all those type of things. But that's up to you as a professional to recommend them how often to clean it. Well, I hope that solves the problem of traffic patterns, getting them cleaned properly, and also solves the dilemma of cleaners saying, well, some say you need more concentration, some say you need more solution. I say it's just a little bit of both. I'm Rob Allen with Truck Malforms. Have yourself a great day.
my